You can sit in the same room, look at the same problem, and have two completely different realities happening at the same time. One version feels heavy, pressured, and stuck. The other version feels calm, possible, and already moving forward. Same facts, same moment, different point of view. Most people think their stress comes from the situation. It does not. It comes from which viewpoint they are using to look at the situation. Your surface mind has one angle. Your inner being has another. And the emotional difference between those two viewpoints is what you feel as guidance. Let us make this very practical. Imagine you are standing inside a maze. All you can see are walls and turns and dead ends. Now, imagine a camera flying high above the maze. From above, the exit is obvious. The wrong turns are obvious. The shortest path is obvious. You are inside the maze. Your inner being is the aerial view. When you feel emotional relief, sudden calm, or a sense that something will work out, you are matching that higher view. When you feel tight, angry, rushed, or hopeless, you are arguing with that higher view and insisting that what you see right now is the whole truth. Your emotions are not punishment. They are position indicators, are telling you which viewpoint you are currently using. Think about how this shows up in daily life. You send a message and someone does not reply. Your mind says something is wrong. They are ignoring me. I said something bad. Now tension starts building. But your inner being sees the full maze. Maybe their phone died. Maybe they are driving. Maybe they are thinking carefully before answering. Maybe this delay prevents a misunderstanding. From above, nothing is broken. From inside the maze, it feels personal. The feeling of anxiety is not proof that something is wrong. It is proof that you are using the maze view instead of the aerial view. Your inner being always holds the larger perspective of your life. It knows your intentions. It knows your preferences. It knows what you have been asking for, even when you forgot you asked. It is always looking at the path of least resistance toward what you want. When your thoughts match that broader view, you feel better. When your thoughts fight it, you feel worse. People often ask, how do I know what my inner being thinks? The answer is simple. It feels lighter. It feels more open. It feels less dramatic. It feels less urgent and more steady. Your inner being never speaks in panic. It never screams. It never threatens. It never rushes you. It does not say you are late in life. It does not say you missed your chance. It does not say you ruined everything. Those are maze thoughts, not aerial thoughts. Your inner being speaks in direction, not pressure. Let us use a modern example. If you are working on something important, a project, a business, a creative idea, you post it. The response is smaller than you expected. Your mind says this is failure. This proves it will never work. I should stop. That is maze view. Your inner being says this is data. This is feedback. This is step one of refinement. Adjustment is happening. Momentum is building quietly. Keep moving. So that is aerial view. Notice the emotional difference between those two interpretations. One feels like contraction. One feels like space. That emotional difference is guidance. Most people try to change results before they change viewpoint. They try to fix the maze walls instead of rising above the maze. They try to force outcomes instead of adjusting perspective. But results follow viewpoint, not the other way around. When you practice reaching for the inner being viewpoint first, results begin to reorganize themselves around you. Here is something powerful to understand. Your inner being never sees you as behind. Not in money, not in love, not in healing, not in growth. The higher view only sees expansion and progress. What you call delay, it calls preparation. What you call failure, it calls direction. What you call loss, it calls refinement. If you could borrow that viewpoint for even 10 minutes, your body would relax, your decisions would soften, your timing would improve. People sometimes think alignment means becoming passive or lazy. It does not. It means acting from clarity instead of fear. Two people can take the same action, one from panic, one from alignment. The outcomes will not match because the viewpoint energy does not match. You can test this immediately. Think about a current problem in your life. Now describe it in the most dramatic way possible inside your mind. Feel your body. Now describe the same situation as a temporary step in a longer path. Feel your body again. The situation did not change. The viewpoint changed. Your body responded instantly. Your inner being always uses the second description. Another modern example, you are stuck in traffic. Maze view says this is a waste of time. I am trapped. I am late. This ruins my day. Aerial view says this is a pause. Breathe. Listen. Think. Reset. Maybe this delay prevents something you do not see. Again, same event, different experience, different emotional state, different downstream effects. Your power is not in controlling events. Your power is in choosing viewpoint. There is also something comforting here. You do not need to figure everything out from the maze level. You're not supposed to see the whole path from where you stand. That is not your job. Your job is emotional alignment, not full map control. When you feel better, you are closer to the aerial camera. When you feel worse, you are zoomed too far into the wall. So what do you do when you notice you are stuck in maze thinking? You do not fight it. You do not judge it. You soften it. You step back mentally. You say, there is a larger view here, even if I cannot see it yet. That sentence alone opens space. Then you reach for slightly better feeling thoughts, not perfect thoughts. Slightly better is enough. Maybe this is working out in ways I do not see yet. Maybe this is redirecting me. Maybe clarity is coming. Those are bridge thoughts that move you upward in viewpoint. Your inner being is not far away. It is not mystical. It is not separate from you. It is you without fear, distortion, and without time pressure. You without comparison. You without memory wounds. It is your undistorted perspective. You access it through emotional relief, not mental force. Many people try to think their way into alignment. It works better to relax your way into alignment. Walk, shower, sit quietly, breathe slowly. Look at something natural. Reduce mental noise. The aerial camera comes online when the mental static lowers. There is also no penalty for slipping back into maze view. That is part of being human. The skill is not staying above the maze all day. The skill is returning faster each time you notice you are not. Think of it like posture. You do not sit perfectly all day. You notice slouching, and you straighten again. Viewpoint alignment works the same way. Notice, adjust, continue. Here is something important and personal. Your inner being is never disappointed in you. Not once. Not ever. Disappointment is a maze emotion. The aerial view only sees movement and becoming. Even your mistakes are used as directional information. Nothing is wasted from that higher perspective. When people feel shame, they are very far from the inner being viewpoint. When they feel compassion for themselves, they are very close to it. If you want a daily practice, make it this simple. Several times a day, ask one question. How would the aerial view describe this moment? Then answer gently, without drama, without blame, without urgency. That answer is usually your guidance. You will notice something interesting as you practice this. Your reactions become slower and wiser. Your decisions become less emotional and more clean. You argue less. You assume less. You recover faster. That is viewpoint alignment in action. From the inner being perspective, your life is not fragile. It is robust. It is adaptive. It is guided. You are not one wrong move away from disaster. You are many small aligned choices away from ease. The world teaches you to react fast. Your inner being teaches you to see wide. And when you live from that wider seeing, problems shrink to size. Timing improves. Conversations soften. Ideas appear. Help shows up. Not because magic suddenly started, but because resistance stopped blocking the path you could not see before. Nothing about this requires perfection. It requires awareness and gentleness. Notice viewpoint.
Oh.
Choose softer interpretation. Allow emotional lift. Repeat. You are not trapped in the maze. You are connected to the aerial view at all times. Your emotions are the signal line between the two. Follow the relief. That is the path upward.